From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger.
We're getting now to one of the great Rodgers and Hammerstein shows. Not that they're not all great, but South Pacific is certainly one of their biggest hits.
Yes, 1,925 performances.
Which in those days was extraordinary, I think.
It is even now, I think.
Yeah. This gets us back. We've talked a little bit before about how Rodgers worked with doing a series of sketches for a show and then would do the final copies. And in this case, it's some of the most interesting, richest sketches. And there's about a dozen pages worth. And a couple of things about this I think are particularly revealing. And we were talking earlier about that particular tune, which you might want to...
About Some Enchanted Evening.
Yes. You've heard of it.
Oh, boy. Yes, this is a song that musically is so brilliantly constructed because of the way that it slowly unfolds and soars. It is quintessential Rodgers, but this is the first evidence of it on paper right here?
To me, and you can never swear 100%, but I'm assuming this is the moment of creation, that this is, where the muse sat on the shoulder and whispered it to Rodgers, this is the tune you need. It's just, and we saw before, there are a lot of sketches where things get crossed out and changed, but in this one, it's like it was born fully formed right there.
So this is key of C. There are no indications of any sort of chords or harmonies. Nope. It is a single melody line, but it is clearly all done straight through. I mean, yeah. It's all contiguous.
And I want to argue with you about something.
Please.
You mentioned how soaring it is, and yet, it's a gorgeous soaring ballad, but also a very knowledgeable musician once said something to me that all of Emil's songs sort of are grounded in the earth, and they go sort of down more than most ballads do, and he called it character writing because the character of Emil was a farmer and somebody who was sort of connected to the earth, and he felt that that was part of Rodgers' genius, that he could do that.
It also could be that he knew that he was writing for a bass, because you had those low notes in this song are just as thrilling as the high ones.
Yeah.
Well, shall we do a little of this at the piano? So
that would be spectacular, and I'll leave you to that.
All right.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across the crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her. Someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room. And night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in her dreams. Who can explain? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you feel her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.